Hello everyone,
Welcome to
3D
3D
Fitness
Fitness
Series.
Series.
My name is Wei Lun,
My name is Young Tong.
and today we are gonna be doing some more in-body weighing for you guys. Okay,
Sure.
so actually what we did last week, we invited two of our guests to come
Correct.
onto this show, and we actually showed you a live demonstration of data set analysis of
Mm-hmm.
their body composition using the in-body 770.
Correct.
And today
Correct.
we really have two other guests that really has different body types, body types, and we're
Sure.
gonna show you guys what actually the in-body 770 can provide for us
Mm-hmm.
and how it is to go about interpreting their data.
Correct. The reason why we are introducing InBody 770, as we explained last week, this one is a cutting edge machine,
Yeah.
really. So it's a kind of a high technology. First of all, we are doing 3D fitness is focusing on weight your management.
Yep.
Correct? But you should know what kind of things you need to focusing on. Just normally you are on scales, it shows that
Your weight.
your weight's
Yeah.
just not as number. But if you on InBody 770, you can analyze your body completely. Which part you need to focus on, which part you need to improve. That is why we are using InBody 770.
Yeah. It also tells you actually which part are already very good,
Correct.
what you have been doing well in your diet, in your
Mhm.
exercise. It tells you every analysis of all parts of your body.
Correct, correct. So we are recommending to join the city shop, do with us, and then using scales InBody 770. We will show the videos that how we are using InBody 770. Let's watch a video together.
Okay, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so actually, we have, through this, helping people to take their body
Correct.
analysis using the in-body 770.
Mhm.
It really gives us a lot of different, data that, we are actually seeing across everyone. And sometimes,
Correct.
the data is so alarming.
Mhm.
Sometimes it is very, very unique. And
Correct.
today we really have two guests with us
Mhm.
whose scores are very, very unique and very different from, what we usually see on everyone's,
Mhm.
this data sheet. And
Yes.
so, without further ado, we want to invite our first guest, uh, and our first guest today. Okay, just let me give a very, very short introduction.
Uh-huh.
She's about the same height as me. Okay, later I'll stand
Taller
up.
than me.
Yeah,
She's
taller
taller
than
than me.
Yongso, but she
But
is about 20 kgs lighter than me.
wow.
Wow, and this
Can
is
you imagine?
yeah. Can you imagine? It's probably someone who's very, very skinny.
Mhm.
But what actually the in-body 770 can tell us about her. So
Yeah.
without further ado, let's invite Hui Yi. Woo! Okay. Okay, hello.
Hello.
Okay, let's take a seat.
Let's see. Here's your mic.
Let me see if it's on
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Uh,
Okay, Hui Yi. Maybe you want to do a short introduction about yourself? Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Hui Yi.
Under.
sorry, under your mask.
So my name is Hui Yi, and I'm actually currently working as a preschool teacher.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm quite skinny. Yeah, from young,
Quite-
I'm quite skinny from young.
Quite
So
skinny from young.
yeah.
Okay.
So as of now, how old are you?
I'm 21 this year.
21.
Wow,
21
years
Yeah.
old.
You mean it's she's in 20. Last week was 40s and 50s. This week we will show the 20s female lady about the body analyzing.
Mm. And maybe perhaps for people around the 20s, you'll probably always think that you're in a very, very fit. They're in a very, very
Correct.
fit stage.
Because they are very young.
Yeah, very young, very energetic, always doing a lot of activities and all. But you know what exactly can this
Correct.
in-body tells you, okay? So actually, through the video, you have seen that we have helped Hui Yi take the body composition analysis using the in-body 770. And then now we have this thing which we're going to show you some of her results that we see here. Okay. So the in-body score 63 over 100. And really, if you guys remember what we did last week, even with Leonard and Stephanie,
Mhm.
right? The internet's it's the internet cutting.
Sorry, there's some technical issues. Wait for a while, please.
Yep.
Okay, just waiting for the during the showing the screen. Can you explain about your teenage lifestyle?
More often.
Oh.
Yeah, because I get hungry easily.
Uh-huh.
So usually we only get to eat 3 meals a day, but I get to eat 4 meals or 5 meals a day. Yeah. So
As normal teenagers,
yeah,
they
because
enjoy
it's
the
I'm very hungry. So because now I'm working now, and also sometimes I feel like quite stressed in work.
So
So
you eat.
the thing that motivates me is food. So I will tend to find food for my motivation to work. Yeah.
Okay. You will realize that for someone who really loves to eat a lot, who has supper, but why is actually she's so skinny, right? Let us really dive into this and look at this. In-body score of 63 over 100 just means in it's okay. I'll see when we are back. Then I'll just continue. Yeah. How's your morning? What time do you usually wake up in the morning?
11.
11.
Yeah.
And then what time do you usually sleep the night before?
11 also.
11 also.
Oh,
Yeah, I wrote-
sleep
I
almost
wrote-
12 hours.
Yeah, I sleep 12 hours.
Oh, very long, enough sleep. I envy
Okay,
you.
hi, we're back again. Okay, so anyway, I was gonna talk about Hui's data. Okay, so from someone who really likes to eat, but why is she still so skinny? And what can in-body actually tell us? Okay, firstly, the visceral fats area is very interesting because at the age of 21, and for someone who is so skinny like her, maybe you want to stand up. You can take a look. She's about the same height as me.
Taller than me.
But she is so skinny. Yeah, you want to stretch out your arms. Yeah, she is really that skinny. Okay. And from what I see here, okay, visceral fat at 40.5 VFA. Okay. Actually, to me, this says this tells something. I want to ask about your diet.
My diet.
Yeah, you don't actually really control your diet, do you?
Yeah, I don't control my diet because I used to eat a lot of Maggie at night.
Maggie at night.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the reason, even for myself, you know, first things first is that guys tend to have more visceral fats than ladies.
Correct.
That's the first thing. And for myself, I'm actually 42, but she's at 40.5, and she's younger than me. So technically, she should be way lower. Okay, her visceral fat should be way lower, but it's at 40.5. So it kind of shows that, okay, maybe perhaps you don't eat a lot. Okay, you are very skinny, you don't eat a lot on a daily basis, but you don't exactly choose what you eat as well. Yeah, you eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right?
That is
Okay, you eat
important.
whatever you want. Yeah.
That is
So
important.
this is okay. Cut, is it? Okay. 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 Is everyone hearing me? Okay. So sorry. Welcome back to 3VFS again. And if you are just joining us, or if you are, you have been with us for a few minutes and you understand that there's like some technical glitches.
on and off, on and off.
We're very sorry. Okay.
Yeah, today I think because of the raining outside, that is why the signal is not enough today. Forgive us.
Okay, so if you're just joining us, we're actually decoding Hui's data using the in-body 770. Okay, and as you can see on the screen right here, her visceral fat area, okay, at 21 years old is at 40.5. Okay, and I was saying, usually on a general basis, guys usually tend to have more visceral fats than ladies. And for
Correct.
myself, I'm actually 28, 27. Okay, Hui is 21. So as you age, it's also you tend to accumulate more visceral fats as well, due to perhaps your diet, perhaps you are not really exercising enough as you get older and older and older. But my VFA is at 42.
Oh.
So this kind of shows that maybe perhaps for herself, she doesn't eat a lot on a daily basis. She's quite small size. She doesn't eat a lot, but she also don't exactly watch what she eats. So is it true?
Yeah, it's actually true because I tend to eat anything that is found in my home. Yeah,
Anything that is
snacks,
found in your home.
like snacks.
Potato
And
chips,
Potato chips, Maggie.
Maggie noodles.
Yeah.
How often do you eat Maggie noodles?
1 week, maybe twice or thrice.
Okay, twice or thrice.
Yeah.
Supper or dinner?
For supper.
For supper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Perhaps that could really be like it's like a dieting habit. It's a dietary habit. Sorry. It's basically her lifestyle that sometimes maybe perhaps when she gets home, it's late. She doesn't have a meal and she's hungry. She eats Maggie for supper, and therefore this bristle fat area at 40.5 it looks okay right now. But perhaps as you age, if you continue this form of dietary habits, this VFA will be increasing slowly and slowly and slowly. Okay, and it will be a cause for concern. Therefore, what we're saying here is that maybe there's a little bit of things to watch here. Okay, we'll come back to this again later. So the second part we want to look at is actually the weight control. And you see that actually in body 770 on this screen right here is recommending for her to put on 17 kgs. To be considered the more sort of like the fitter, ideal, healthier body. Okay, and of which 12 kgs should come from the muscle. And 12 kgs should come from the muscle, and we'll look at this in a bit. Okay, we move on to the segmental fat analysis, which is the second part. Okay, the second part. You can see that actually, so this segmental fat analysis, what it tells you is that how much fats you have in each part of your body, in your arms, in your trunks, and in your legs. Okay, and ideally it should have 100%, meaning
Yeah, correct.
okay, if you have 59.4%
At right arm.
of your right arm, which is at 0.6 kg, then perhaps InBody is telling you that your right arm, the amount of fats you should have is maybe about 1.2 kg. And that is probably the result of yourself. You don't have a big appetite. You eat quite little.
Yeah,
right?
I eat quite little. So when I go buffet, right?
When you go buffet,
Yeah, so
it's a waste of money.
yeah, it's a waste of money because mostly it's all my friends eating the meat. Then I all eat the veggie.
Oh,
So it's like not
okay,
worth
okay.
the
Fibers.
money anymore.
So you like to eat vegetables more than meat as well.
Yeah, I like to eat vegetable more than meat. Yep.
Okay. That could really explain why. First, she already eats little. Has a small diet, and she also likes to eat vegetables
Yeah,
more than
fibers, then
meat.
protein.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that is actually good. But she also takes things like potato chips.
Yeah.
Also takes things like snacks
As
and
a supper.
Maggie noodles.
Yeah.
Okay, so this composition itself is actually really very unique. To especially to Hui and a lot of the the youngsters that we're actually seeing nowadays. Okay. Next one we'll move on to the third part. Okay, which is we can see here that she actually has a percentage body fats of 19.9. Okay, it's actually in the normal nearing the under range. Okay, so for her herself, actually I would expect her body fats percentage to be much lower,
Correct.
and but it is still in the normal range because if we move on to see the fourth thing, which is the segmental lean analysis, you can see that she actually builds quite a lot of muscles, quite unbalanced actually.
Yeah.
You can see that her right arm and her left arm, okay, is at about 80+%. And this 80+% simply means that at a 1.48 kg muscles in your right arm, in body feels that the ideal range. This is about 87%. Ideal range should be about 100%. Okay, and for her, her trunk is at 102%, but her legs are really, really strong. Proportionally, no, not it's not in proportion to the rest of her body. So from this right away, right, it tells us that you actually run a lot. You do a lot of running and cardio exercises.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
did a lot of running. So I tend to go like race competitions and also
Race competition.
yeah, and also
What do you mean by that?
like I went for like the pay money race.
Like marathons?
Yeah, the marathons like Hello Kitty run, Snoopy run, that kind of thing. Yeah.
5 km, 10 km.
The most km I go is 7.5 km. Yeah, so I managed to run finish 7.5 km.
So you like to run a lot.
Yeah, I prefer running than doing weights exercise.
Can everyone hear me? Okay, I think we are back. Okay, sorry guys, sorry for
Really
the
sorry.
yeah, really sorry for the glitch that we're actually having. The internet seems to be a little bit
Yeah, on and off.
unstable this morning. Um, okay, so as we were talking, during this glitch, we actually found out some other things know about Hui. Maybe want to share with you. Actually, what do you usually eat on a daily basis, or rather, how big is your appetite?
Actually, my appetite is not so big, so I tend to eat a lot of snacks, a lot of Maggie, and also I love bubble tea.
You love bubble tea.
So like every week,
Tapioca, right?
almost every day I can have one bubble tea.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
now I cut down already.
Now you cut down
Yeah.
already. Okay. So based on her diet, okay. It kind of like reconfirms why the VFA is at 40.5. But you know, for her it's very unique because she has a very small diet. So she's not eating a lot. But based on the last thing that we talked about, which is the segmental lean analysis, okay, she's very strong on both of her legs, which also that she runs a lot, and that means she has been doing a lot of cardio exercises. She exercise, she has a high metabolism,
Yeah, correct.
but she don't eat a lot. So it is it's not a question what kind of body shape or how will she look, because she will definitely be very skinny. She has a high metabolism, but she don't eat a lot, and therefore she's very skinny. But
It means burning a lot, but not enough fuel.
I want to say like that. Not enough fuel. Yeah. So really going forward, what we can see from here is that she actually has quite um some good habits, which has already been formed, which is regular exercises.
Correct.
And also she mentioned earlier that she eats actually her food quite slowly. She takes about 30 minutes to 40 minutes to eat her food, which is actually good because you actually chew your food. You give a longer time for it to for your food to be chewed, and then it's easier for digestion and all.
Correct.
But one thing that if it could be actually made better is actually watching what you actually eat. Yeah. So bubble tea, Maggie mee, potato chips, and snacks are all the things that perhaps right now, because you're still very young, you don't see quite what's so what it could do to your body. But maybe perhaps 6 years later, when you're at my age, when you take this in-body score again, your visceral fat will definitely be increasing because it's accumulation of your what happens in the everyday life when you eat. Yeah. So uh, maybe perhaps also you can do a little bit of exercises on your arms, which will make your whole body a little bit more balanced. But of course, continue doing your cardio because that's a very good habit to start with.
Correct.
Yep. And then we were actually looking a little bit on her protein earlier, because we remember that she said that she eat a lot of vegetables and not so much of meat. So we're actually looking at her protein, whether she's having enough, and she's actually doing good as well. So perhaps even in her choice of vegetables, more of like spinach, kale, things that actually have protein as well, and maybe perhaps do you like to drink milk?
Yeah, I love
Actually milk tea.
I love it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the the milk like itself.
Yeah.
Like Meiji milk.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then maybe you also eat a lot of fish, a lot of nuts. I'm not sure, but okay. So there are actually a lot of things that's actually telling us on what you're actually taking on a daily basis. And from this alone, it's very good to start with. Just that watching the sort of more unhealthy things to eat, and then you should be really good to go. Okay. Anything else? What do you think of this?
Actually, I think that is okay. Just that I need more muscle.
Eat more muscles.
Yeah.
Eat more muscles.
Because
Okay.
if not easily sprain
Okay.
my ankle or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sprain your ankle easily.
I didn't sprain before, but it's best to prevent it. Yeah.
Before exercise, please stretch your body. Warming up stuff. Very important.
Yeah. Okay. Just one last thing. Because she has quite a low amount of fats in her body. It's actually not that healthy per se, because actually fats are also very important in our body composition. Like it is the main thing that's actually protecting us, from protecting our organs from shocks, from bruises and all. So eat more, eat a wider variety of things. You can include some meat in your diet as well. Not totally leaving it out, and yeah, you should be good. You should be good to go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We want to thank Hui once again. Let's give her a applause and thank you, Hui.
Yay! Okay, next guest is there's a guy in the middle of 30s. The name is Tommy. Welcome, Tommy. Woo! Hello, hello.
Hello, hi Tommy.
Okay.
Uh,
Hello, Tommy. Oh,
Hi.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I'm also.
yeah,
Okay,
you're
okay,
about
yeah. The face mask is really like covering the whole thing. Okay, so okay, hi everybody. So I'm Tommy. So maybe I'll have an introduction of myself. So basically, I'm age 35. Okay, married. Okay, and then I'm now working as an IT executive in the government sector. So basically, yeah. So basically, my lifestyle actually all along, right, actually is quite um, common as per everybody. So it's just that because I'm much leaner, much skinnier, so that's why I usually tend to snack at night. Yeah. So that's the thing that is because a lot of times when because I'm quite lean, so I have this misconception that actually I can eat more and then without getting fat. Yeah, I would, yeah, without
not
getting,
work hard,
yeah,
just getting fat.
yeah, just getting fat. Not, yeah. Because, yeah, also, I also want to get actually buffer in some sense because the thing is, um, during my teenage days, I'm very, very skinny. To a point whereby my weight can be like 55, 56, or even maybe lower. Yeah, same height. Correct, same height. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
recently you gained
Yeah, I
weight.
recently gained some weight. Yeah, I don't know whether is it because of the snacking that I'm doing everything.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you young folks say. Yeah, so yeah, basically, yeah, that's the diet that I'm having. Yeah, during my teenage days, and then I often went to those I mean night activities, like maybe go to the bar, go to the pub or somewhere.
Happy hour.
Yeah, happy hour. Yes, right, happy hour to yeah to drink yeah till late night, and then yeah yes correct yes yeah yes and yeah hard liquor and yeah all those yeah. So that's why the during my teenage days because young, young, and then you tend to be, I mean, like to play around. I mean, like to have fun, and then everywhere, and then go out late at night, and then nobody cares, and then yeah, and then just yeah, happy to be outside. So after for some until I think around 30 plus years old, then at that point of time, because how to say, the whole body starts to like gets tired more. Which I yeah easy to tired. Which I don't know why. Maybe it's because during my teenage days I play a lot, have fun a lot, and then the energy all used up or something. But yeah, basically that's the yeah lifestyle. So until yeah recently when I start to get back on exercising, then the I mean the energy can start to come back, and then it's more how to say, I feel more energized, yeah, every day. Yeah, yeah, like yeah, move more. So yeah, yeah. So basically, until now, yeah, this is I'm in body condition. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
currently.
Thank you, Tommy, for your brief introduction yourself. Yeah, that really helped for me to understand your whole over your body. Okay, let's start now. His body score. His body score is 73 out of 100. Same as last week. I indicate this number is not too high, or not too low. Let's more focus on why I'm explaining like this. The second one is reserve bed area. His number is 57. The range is from 25 to 100. That is the normal range. So his 57 is quite in the middle. So quite okay. But
Is that
now,
good?
uh,
Is that
yeah,
good score or
I
what?
want to say not too good, not too bad, as same as your over points. That is why I explain later that overall your body fats. Yeah, that is why I'm talking like this. Okay, third one is weight control. Uh, if you see that weight control is he needs to reduce almost 1 kg, exactly 0.9 kg, but in detail, he needs to reduce 4 kg of fat and then increase his muscle that 3 kg. So when you on the scale, that scale will show only numbers, but in body set 70, that showing how much you need to reduce your weight. Then this part, fat, how much you need to reduce, 4 kg, and then this part, muscle, you need to increase 3 kg. So totally 1 kg, you will reduce your weight, but that part reduce, muscle part, you need to increase. So this one is complexly that you need to focusing on your diet. Also, you need to focus on your exercise. And let's go to detail. The fourth one, segmental fat analysis is showing that your all of your body, how much fats you are have as of now. Your arms and legs are in the middle of just normal range, but above the 120%. So yeah, this part,
What do you mean by over 100?
yeah, 100% is just in the middle, but your arms and legs are 120%. So a little bit there's a fat.
Oh, okay, a bit fat. Oh,
Yeah, a little bit fat.
well, that's that new information that I'm
Yeah, yeah.
getting.
Even though you think, yeah, you explain yourself as a skinny, but there's a fat. You know why? Not enough muscle. The muscle is not enough, and then the same portion of fat is also calculating more fats. So I explain you that you need to reduce fats and then increase muscle. That is why in body 770 is explaining. And then I already explained that your visceral fat is not too good, not too bad. The reason why your trunk fat is quite high. It's 160%.
Oh,
Yeah, it's already over than normal range.
okay. So what's the normal range of
Normal
the
range is almost 130.
100?
130. 130 is the normal range, but you're
Oh,
already over
oh.
160.
Okay, so that means I have 60% to
Correct.
lose. Oh
Yes,
my,
correct.
wow. Yeah.
However, even though you are just focusing on your visceral fat or your only particular part of fat, not easy to reduce only one part, one body part. So keep exercising, then overall you can reduce. I heard that article that from your arms and then your legs are reducing fat first, and then your tongue and uh, glutes are reducing last. So yeah, even though you exercise a lot, you will see the result. What you uh, satisfy, but it needs quite a long time.
So what do you suggest to do as I mean as an exercise in terms of what running or doing more cardio or doing what?
Okay,
Yeah.
this one I will cover later again, but now I suggesting you that reducing fat. I have to cardio a lot, and then you have to adding more weight exercise. So you need more muscles to increase, right? Then you need to do cardio and then weight exercise together. That is yeah also explain later together.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. The third one is Tommy's metabolic rate, showing as 1,543 kilocalorie. Actually, this one is in the middle of range that your age is almost 1,005 to 1,750 kilocalorie. So your one is in the middle, in the range, but a little bit lower than in the middle. So yeah, in the middle is 1,006, but now you are 1,005. So just increase your metabolic. It means you need more exercise. Okay. So how often do you exercise in a week?
Okay, in a week, okay, because due to busy schedule, in a week, I'll try my best to do at least 2 times. At least 2 times. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a very important question. Okay. Maybe in a month, maybe 2 weeks, I can achieve that. Yeah, that's the maximum. Yeah, half. Yeah. So that's why actually as what Yong Suk said, it's really cool that actually I know that actually now I need to exercise more, even more to actually gain more muscle, like as what you also said, to have more lifting of weights and then to gain actually the muscles around me. Yeah, so that actually I can be more. I mean, towards the nice figure that I want, which I earlier on saying that actually I want to be a buffer person. Yeah, so yeah, actually quite a I mean, till now, from what Young Suk's analysis, right, seriously, actually, I really think that actually this in-body sensor zero really has a detailed, I mean, a measurement of every single thing to the extent of even your visceral fat and everything, which is, I think, not many machine can really do that. So I think, yeah, I think I really want to get more interested in the data later when you also explain even more. So okay. So but anyway, yeah, thank you. So so yeah, also you can
Also,
continue.
yeah, he shared his story that he loved happy hours and beers and then a strong liquor, right? So that is why he has quite fat at his tongue. It's so because of your habits since teenagers and 20s keep accumulating fats at your belly. That is why the reason the graph is showing your fats are more at your tongue. So yeah, as I explained you, yeah, keep doing on your more exercise twice a week. Yeah, I recommend you had 3 times a week, and then yeah, three. You know that 3 times a week, at least 30 minutes, and then what else? Heart rate is a 130. Yeah, 130 more than above. So yeah, not only the weight lift, also cardio. I recommend you 30 minutes cardio, 30 minutes as a warming up your body, and last second 30 minutes just doing the weight lift. Then will be effective for your body. Okay, then next to yeah, if you increase your metabolic, then you can burn your fat more easily. Next one, your body fat, let's see, is showing as 20.5. 20.5 is a little bit above than normal range. Normal range is 20, maximum is 20. So if you target as a maintain as a 15%, then your body fat will be idle. Yeah, idle. Yeah, can be very nice. Yeah. So I recommend you to burning fat more to exercise. And I would ask you about your dietary habits. Do you eat breakfast?
Yeah, I do eat breakfast, but then usually when I go to office, I'll just, I mean, go through any stores, maybe like those bihun stores or everything. Yeah, you need rice or something, I'll just go and then buy and then something and then go to office to eat. Usually it's like tap out and then go back to office because the thing is, there's no time to even wait. Okay, because I usually sleep late. So at night, so usually I'll wake up on the dot and then prepare, then go to work. So that's why there's not a really a very sufficient time to have for me to make breakfast and then go to okay okay sorry okay so yeah, I don't have really sufficient time to really go and prepare breakfast and then go to office after that. So I'll just go buy any stores and then buy economy rice or bihun something and then tapao back to office and then eat on the desk. So by the time when I'm eating breakfast, it should be around like nine plus, yeah, or reaching that. So that's why yeah, the breakfast is during then. So after that, my diet, I'm like around 12, 1, I'll go to for my lunch. So same thing, I'll eat like maybe because I like to eat fried stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
fried stuff.
Normally, happy hour,
Yeah,
I like fried. Also, for
yeah.
lunch, I like fried.
Yeah, so basically I'll just go for like maybe McDonald's or maybe KFC or something like that. Yeah, during lunchtime. So after that, because at night, when before I'm married, before I'm married, I will just every time I go back home, and then my mom will cook and everything, and then I'll just eat whatever dinner she cooks, and then yeah, basically that's my diet for the day. So uh, yeah, so basically in between, if let's say after dinner I'm hungry, I'll snack.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll snack. And like usually like maybe 10 plus, I'll feel hungry again and then I'll snack.
supper.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have supper. So basically each day I have like maybe 4 meals. Yeah, a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
until yeah.
Wonder that he looks so skinny.
Yeah, that's the thing. So
Yeah, that's why he try to keep a lot. But I recommend you to eat more proteins to
Oh, okay.
build your muscles more, so you can work easily. So
Ah.
based on your kg is 68.3. It means at least 68 grams of protein every day you need to have. So I
Okay.
would suggest you that reduce fat fried food and then just eat more proteins like for your lunch or dinner,
Mhm.
eat some chicken breast or salmon or tuna, very healthy and less fat that providing more foods or proteins that tofu or beans, yes, that will help you to more work up easily.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And then next one is your analyzing your bodies that how much muscle you have. Your arms and tongues are slightly below the normal, and then also your legs are uh, lower than normal, but more than your upper body. So your legs are 95%, 97% of left leg and right leg and left leg. Yeah, you can achieve 100 more easily than if you do the more weight exercise. Yes, yes, I recommend you that. Yeah, so overall, yeah, as I told you, eat more for about the proteins and exercise more that for weight lift. I think you can achieve your management target more easily that I can suggest you. So what do you think?
Okay. So okay, thank you for the what very detailed analyze of the data. So okay, what do I think is actually yeah, I think whatever also say is correct because you yeah getting more protein because in my diet usually the protein part is really so much lesser than the rest of the things. So because I eat as you know my diet eats fried food, so I think fried is not actually healthy in some way, and then it also has a lot of oil inside. So yeah, really thankful that actually I came in today to really have a good analyzation of the whole of my body complexity and everything. Because I don't get. I mean, I don't. Okay, because I'm lean and skinny, so I think that actually my body is still okay. It's not that bad. Okay, because I don't. I mean, get plump easily and everything. So in my consciousness that actually yeah, actually I don't need to care about all these things at all. Yeah, but then after what Yongso explains, right? Seriously, I think that actually I should watch my diet and then watch my daily lifestyle also. Yeah, to really get back to the the normal momentum of the whole lifestyle. If not, I think if it goes on, I think my trunk will be like so damn so big, and then it will be it will be uncontrollable, and then in later part of my life, it really I think it will be even harder to even reduce this trunk area and then all my fats around the whole body. So I think doesn't mean that actually I'm skinny, then I can anyhow eat. Although my appetite is big, but then yeah, but then the thing is, I think yeah, I still need to control. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
Also, yeah. His age is in the middle of story. So now his metabolism will be slower and slower. So not easy to maintain your body from now on. So have to watch out your dietary habits and also exercise more. That is I can suggest you today. Okay, Tommy, thanks for doing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Tommy. Okay. So for the two of them, really, first we actually saw Hui Yi's body composition, and we understand that she has been very skinny because she didn't eat quite enough, and then she has also not been eating really the right amount, the right types of food. A lot of snacking, a lot of instant, maybe preserved or maybe instant, maybe processed.
Carbo.
And then for Tommy himself, he mentioned he wants to bulk up.
Sure.
He wants to bulk up, and he also tried to do exercises, but most of the time it's more on cardio, which means you focus on weights. And the part about you mentioned that he has to eat a lot more protein.
Proteins, correct.
Yeah, because right now he is actually taking like fast food. And in the morning it's like bee-hoon, it's like carbohydrates.
Yeah.
And therefore perhaps he's not getting the size or the amount, the type of appearance that he actually wants. Okay.
Correct.
So we want to talk about this because really what we want to advocate is that we want everyone to lead a very healthy lifestyle.
Correct.
And really the first thing is that we need to ensure that we get balanced and adequate amount of nutrients.
Correct.
So like for Hui herself, actually if she takes a lot of those snacks, she takes a lot of Maggi noodles.
Yeah.
The amount of nutrients that she's getting every day is definitely not gonna be adequate.
Correct,
And
correct.
definitely not gonna be balanced. So she's gonna have a lot more on like maybe sugars.
Yeah.
She's gonna have a lot more salt, a lot more of the fats and oils, especially from even things like bubble tea.
Yeah,
It's like
correct.
starch.
Yeah,
And a lot of sugar.
Yeah, like teenagers, they are looking for the fried foods
Yeah.
or sweet, and then carbs like the instant noodle. Yeah.
So actually, we want to show that we should actually balance all our nutrients, all our macro and our micronutrients. So actually, it's important that we take in fats as well. Fat is not necessarily bad. So there are actually 5 macronutrients: water, protein, carbs, fats, and fiber. So like earlier for Hui herself, she actually needs to take more healthy fats.
Correct.
And just now you also actually mentioned a few options of
Yeah.
healthy fats.
Yeah.
Take more nuts.
Yeah. The avocado oil. Yeah.
Taking more of fats,
Healthy fats.
And then for Tommy himself, he actually needs at least 68 grams of protein.
Correct.
And really, it's different eating 100 grams of steamed chicken compared to your fast food.
Correct.
Your
Much better.
single burger. Yeah,
Correct.
it's very, very different. The nutrition content in the food when it's fried, it's definitely going to be much lesser, and it's affected by the way the food is actually cooked.
Yeah, correct.
So that being said, we really need to ensure that we have a balanced and adequate intake of all our nutrients. That's the number one thing. And second thing is that the food should definitely be our primary source of nutrients. Yeah, we shouldn't. We should always strive to look to eat a variety, and
Yeah.
range of food and
Correct.
foods.
Yeah.
so that we can obtain all our nutrients from our food.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And,
People try to have the what they want or that what they like,
Yeah.
but have to choose the several types of food as much as you can.
And it's like, sometimes we see that it's actually quite hard to obtain the fiber.
Correct.
If you're someone that doesn't really like to take vegetables,
Mm.
you like to take a lot of meat.
Yes, correct. Meat and carbohydrate
Yeah.
together without the fibers.
And actually, for meat itself, the way it is cooked, it could come actually with a lot of unhealthy fats.
Alright.
And not enough fiber as a result of not eating too much vegetables.
Mhm.
So you should strive really to have a very balanced amount of nutrients across all our macronutrients, and the primary source of it should be from food. Okay,
Mhm.
and we always advocate that if you are unable, only if you are unable to obtain all these nutrients from your food intake, from your daily dietary habit and pattern. Maybe you are very busy at like what
Yeah,
you mentioned, you're
yeah,
very
correct.
busy at work.
Yeah.
In the morning it's just like
Yeah, yeah.
and then because
Or sometimes sleep. It's better to sleep more,
yeah,
right?
right. So sometimes for lunch it's difficult to eat healthily because of your colleagues want to eat something else.
Yeah,
And things like that. Only if you're unable to obtain a balanced and adequate amount of nutrients from your food itself,
Mhm.
then you supplement it with supplementation.
Correct.
So that's actually very, very important.
Mhm.
And really from all these in-body scores that we are helping these people to take, we are actually seeing there's actually a very clear route on how they can improve on their own like their lifestyle or their eating habits to become healthier in the process.
Mhm.
And we want to go back to talk about what we are actually going through right now, which is what we call it's not what we call, but which is the trim and fit challenge.
Correct.
And I think we mentioned 2 weeks ago that we're actually embarking on this 60 days trim and fit challenge.
Correct.
It's actually a weight management challenge
Mhm.
because most people if say you're not very conscious of concerned about your lifestyle, your habit, what happens is that it gets very sedentary, and then you are not moving enough or having enough
Yeah,
exercise,
correct.
and you're just eating whatever you
what
like,
you want.
whatever you like. And
Yeah.
you can really tell from the in-body scores, what's going on,
Mhm.
and therefore, really about this 60-day challenge is getting yourself into a healthier lifestyle habit.
Mhm. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
getting yourself into a healthier lifestyle habit.
Yeah.
And
As a, using this momentum, thus you can keep maintain become your habit, healthy dietary habits, or and then exercise as a habit 3 times a week that can change your body what you want to have.
yeah. Okay, so and within these 60 days, this is what we are going to do. Okay,
Mhm.
we are going to come up with this 8-week program, which is going to start next weekend. Okay, which is going to start next
Yeah.
week. And this throughout this whole 60 days, right? It's not going to. There are a few pertinent things that we want to share. Sometimes people think that wow, it's so difficult to lose weight. It's so
Yeah.
difficult to
Yeah, many
get
guys
healthy.
will already experience that fail. You're
Yeah.
reducing your weight, right?
Yeah. But going through this 60 days together with us,
Yeah.
it's going to be a whole new different. It's going to be very enjoyable, very interesting, very
Yeah.
fun, very
Yeah.
pleasurable
Yeah.
experience.
Correct.
Why? Because number one, we don't encourage you to starve at all.
Yes. You can have 3 meals
Three
a day.
meals, 3 regular meals a day.
Correct.
No supper. No supper.
But
Three
no supper, please.
Yeah, but we want everyone to get into the whole habit of eating regular meals. And it is very important because it has a lot of implications. If you perhaps skip your dinner, you might eat a heavier lunch. You
Yeah,
try to
correct.
overcompensate, and then you feel like, oh, I've eaten 2 meals for today, lunch and dinner. How about let me eat supper
Yeah.
as well? So it when you do not have like a regular
Yeah,
consistent habit of eating,
Correct.
there's certain things that happens to your body. Maybe perhaps your body goes into a conservation mode.
Correct.
Perhaps your body doesn't know when it's gonna get enough
Next,
nutrients,
yeah.
energy, or
Correct.
yeah. So and it conserves the fats.
Correct.
Or even if you are eating way too late in the night, like supper, it doesn't give your body enough time. Or rather, when you're sleeping, your body is actually
Yeah.
working to digest it.
Yeah,
And then the
very
next day you
tired.
feel very tired.
Tired, very tired.
So we want everyone to get into a very regular 3 meals a day. Okay, so there's not going to be starving. Okay, we're not going to throw you right into crazy high intensity workouts. Basically fixing the diet first, and then introducing exercise to pump it up.
Yeah,
To
correct.
make sure that you are losing, you're after you're feeling healthier, you're feeling
Yeah,
cleaner.
yeah,
And
correct.
then when you introduce exercise, you're gonna feel way better and lighter to actually carry those exercises out.
Correct, correct.
And it's gonna be very fun. Why? Because we're gonna guarantee you results. Okay, we're gonna guarantee you results.
Yeah, you can see the results.
Yeah. Our target really is to help everyone to lose 0.5 kg every single week.
Yeah,
every
every
single
week.
And to us, we believe that anything faster than that is actually not very healthy.
Correct.
Okay, because we need to lose. Okay, so if we eat additional calories, about 7,000 calories translate to a kg of fat.
Oh,
And perhaps the converse is true.
yeah,
So we want to get everyone into a very healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
We want everyone to increase your metabolism. We want everyone to eat regularly to start with.
correct.
And therefore, this guaranteed results comes from both dieting and both from exercise.
Correct, correct.
So like for instance, for Tommy himself, if he gets into more, say like weight training, builds
Yeah.
up the muscles that he has. Okay, his metabolism is definitely going to increase.
Yeah,
And
correct.
when his metabolism increases, he's going to burn more calories on a daily basis.
Sure.
And if he just watch a little bit on what he eats, like less fried food, less fast food,
And more protein.
less carbs in the morning.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's gonna really help him to
To
burn a
burn,
lot of
yeah.
fat.
Correct.
And then the fourth thing is that there is actually it's actually quite hard to be doing this by yourself.
Yeah, if you are doing alone by yourself, very tough.
Yeah, very very tough.
That is why many guys are failing the weight training.
So it's like you always want to lose some weight and then you start on it, but in the end you end up, because you're doing this by yourself, you just tell yourself, okay,
Yeah.
let me do it another day,
Yeah.
right? So
Skip training. That's it. Yeah. Small start.
so in this 60-day challenge with us, we're going to go through this together with you, and you're going to have a huge group support.
Yeah.
That's going to be there to motivate you, to encourage
Yeah.
you, and we're going to have a lot of information, bite-sized information,
Yeah.
that we're going to be sharing with you throughout this whole 8 weeks. Okay, and everybody around you are going to be people who are actually going through the same goals,
Correct.
same motivation to want to lose weight.
Yeah, support each other and cheering each other and achieve the goal together.
Yeah. And lastly, the key thing about this whole 60-day challenge is that there's gonna be incentive reward.
I like the most.
Yeah.
Really.
So what's actually a better time to lose weight when you actually get rewarded for hitting your own goals.
Yeah.
So really don't wait. This 3 method challenge 60 days. What we're going to do online right here on every weekend is that we're going to share with you, exercise tips. We're going to exercise together with you. We're going to tell you a lot more about nutrition knowledge. We're going to tell you a lot more about how to eat well, to exercise, and really on this whole program whereby we are going to go through together with you to help you and also help ourselves reach
Yeah.
our own weight management goals.
Correct.
So what do you hope to achieve out of this?
First one, I want to reduce my body fats. And then second one, as Tommy shared, I want to increase my muscle more. Yes, yes.
Actually, a lot of people who are senior and even though their body fats will be very low already, they still aim to hit even a
Correct.
lower body fats.
Correct.
Like yourself. Maybe to get a lot more, definition. You want to buff up a little bit more. And really, same goes on me. I also want to build on the muscle.
More,
muscle.
yes.
And, losing the fats is able to help me look better as well.
Yeah.
So everyone has their own different goals. Maybe for
Correct.
Hui herself, she needs to put on a lot of mass.
Yeah.
She needs to
Yeah,
go
not
out.
only the reducing the weight, also we can gain more muscle. That is our program target.
Yeah. So it's not just about for people who are slightly on the more obese side, but it's really for anyone who wants to get healthier.
Yeah, even you are thinner or fatter, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can join.
It's really about embarking on a healthier lifestyle. On a healthier lifestyle to make sure that if you're already healthy, let us come together and help you with sustaining whatever good healthy state you are in for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years.
Sure.
You are actually
This
not
will be a good momentum. really
Yeah.
good momentum.
Getting the habit right.
Sure.
Okay, so if not, that's what rewards going to happen next week on the weekend.
Mhm.
And don't forget, at any point in time, do contact us.
Sure.
Drop in this video. Let us know if you want us to help you do this in-body
Body,
composition
yes,
analysis.
correct.
Okay, we've been helping a lot of people to actually do this analysis, and really the data it's kind of like it tells people
Yeah.
a lot of things about themselves that they don't already know.
Yeah.
Very
Very scientific, so very efficient to manage your weight.
correct. And even it tells you, if you want to start to manage your weight, what to do immediately.
Correct.
Where to target. It tells you a very detailed story of yourself, and it gives you a very clear direction of where to go next. Okay?
Correct.
So really do drop in the comments, and we will definitely contact you almost
Mm.
almost immediately.
Sure.
And we'll arrange a time where we can do this composition analysis for you. Okay. If not, that's all for what we have today. Keep a
Yes.
lookout for our 3D Fitness series Facebook group.
Join us.
Yeah, we'll continue to post a lot of things there, and join us.
Mhm.
Yeah, join us for the Trim and Fit 60-day challenge. Join us for the 60-day challenge. If not, that's all, and we will see you again next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.